Awesome. All right. We are live. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Truly appreciate you and your time because it's incredibly valuable. I can't refund it to you. And so I am very, very grateful that you've decided to spend such value with us. We don't intend to waste it. What we intend to do is to share with you some information that is incredibly significant because it is having a very significant impact in people's lives. And once you hear what this is, you will probably feel compelled to make sure that everyone in your life who is significant to you finds out about it as well. That's been my position for the last 6 years. From the moment this information was first handed to me, it's been high priority for me to bring it to everybody's attention. And so I'm honored to be able to do that with you today. We are joined by a very special gentleman who will be sharing a story with you that is incredible, and a miracle that is backed by science. So stick around because that is an incredible story, and he is an incredible gentleman that has a heart that beats in time precisely with the mission of this company, which is to better people's lives and to be a force for good in the world. I'm going to introduce him in a moment. But first, what I would like to do is introduce you to a very significant breakthrough. Let me just share my screen here and get things underway. All right, beautiful work. Okay. So folks, my name is Stevie Aquilina, in case you don't know who I am. And my family and I, we live in Australia. Originally, we are from Sydney, but now we live on the Gold Coast. And that was a dream come true when we could make that happen. We're minutes from beautiful beaches, mountains, rainforests, coastal cities, theme parks. We love it. We're very, very blessed. I'm very, very blessed, very lucky, very fortunate in my life. Got income, time, and freedom that allows me to enjoy a great lifestyle with my family. It's taken us to many parts around the world that was once too far out of my reach to be able to get to. But the good vibes and good times have not always been the case. I was a difficult child to parent in school. Never made the grades. Was often told I was stupid and useless. I guess when you're told something often enough, especially while you're young and impressionable enough, you start to believe it. And so later I became a teenage runaway and a high school dropout. And with that kind of thinking, I walked myself way off track on life's journey. Throughout my teens and 20s, I had more than 20 different jobs in less that time. For over a decade, I was a very dumb but very good-looking bouncer in what used to be the most popular nightclubs in Sydney. Kidding about the good-looking part, not about the dumb part. I had big dreams. I wanted to be, do, and have more. But really what it was about, I wanted to give more. I had little self-esteem, so I'd done little with my life, and so I had very little to give. Physically, I've always been athletic, mainly in martial arts, even to right now. But back then, I had health troubles, autoimmune disorder, inflammatory issues, severe skin, respiratory, and gut conditions most of my life, lots of bad injuries. And financially, I got myself stuck in go nowhere jobs with hopes going nowhere, no prospects, no financial security, no financial dignity, embarrassingly broke. Phone, electricity, and gas, they've all been cut off. Not able to run my car because I didn't have the money for petrol. Not being able to make the rent, I've been evicted. I mean, embarrassingly broke, no financial dignity. I always believed in possibilities, but my problem was I doubted my potential. And so I was left feeling unhappy, unfulfilled, frustrated, unable to be who I wanted to be. But something very fortunate happened to me. Two things, actually. First, I met the girl of my dreams. And right then and there, I was motivated more than ever before to become more. And she believed in me, told me that I was more. And when you're told something often enough, right? But also, second to that, I was introduced to this company's life-changing breakthrough, opportunity, and training. The company leaders are extremely successful people, and stick around because you're going to hear from one of them today after me. They believed in me too. More importantly, taught me how to believe and become more. And so today, instead of having health and wealth problems, I've solved them and I'm solving them for others because of this life-changing breakthrough. Instead of financial insecurity and indignity, I have security, dignity, because of this life-changing opportunity. And instead of being trapped, unfulfilled, unhappy, and frustrated, I now don't just have more and the ability to believe and become more, I can give more because this company's training has shown me a life-changing better way. And now I want nothing more than to better people's lives in at least any one of these life-changing ways too. And so the first thing I'm going to share with you is that life-changing breakthrough. And boy, is this life-changing. You're going to hear about that today from a guest speaker. Life-saving for many people. This breakthrough is the most significant health and life science breakthrough of our lifetime. Medical experts say this. This is a very big breakthrough. They're saying greater than the discoveries of DNA or penicillin. You'll hear that today from doctors. For 2 decades, science had declared that this was impossible. This is a breakthrough with enormous potential, and it's proven by renowned universities and world-leading laboratory medical studies. Very advanced breakthrough, 15 years ahead of its time. Any health goals or challenges or problems you can think of, remarkable results. Drug companies wanted it shut down, but more about that a little later. Before I tell you what this is, let's be clear about what this is not, because this is nothing like anything else you've ever seen before. What we'll be talking about goes well beyond anything you're seeing on your screen here right now. It goes well beyond drugs or nutrition, well beyond any type of ingredients or technology you may already know about. Because what I'm about to show you is an entirely new frontier in science. It's truly groundbreaking. It's category creating. It's a healthcare breakthrough. The ASEA Redox cell signaling technology is the first thing we'll talk about here. It's a drink and it contains active redox signaling molecules. What are those? Redox signaling molecules are made by your cells. So they're in your body. They're native to your body. They are your cellular messengers that affect your cell-to-cell communication and therefore your cell-to-cell operation, and then all the way down to your genetic expressions, by the way, in a positive way. Redox signaling is a remarkable process because it is the actual process that empowers your body to heal itself. And it does that by telling your cells how to protect healthy cells, how to repair unhealthy cells, and how to replace damaged cells. Now, redox signaling molecules also activate your body's immune system to protect against bacteria, viruses, and infection. Redox signaling is what keeps cells functioning and healing at optimal levels. Now, why is this also important? Because we are all made of cells and we live and die, therefore, at the cellular level. And what I mean by that, healthy cells makes up a healthy body. And then, of course, that's how you have a healthy life. Now, redox signaling molecules are the keys to life because they are essential for the activation and function of our normal physiology. All of our body's major systems, whether it be biochemical or physiological, all of these processes critically depend on redox signaling, because if all of your cells were to suddenly stop making redox signaling molecules right now, you wouldn't live longer than just a few more seconds. Without your redox signaling molecules, life ends. And so the question is, well, if our body already makes these redox signaling molecules, why do we need to give our bodies more? It's a good question. The answer is when we're born, it's true. We do make an abundance of redox signaling molecules. That's generally why children have so much energy, how they can run around all day long and not wake up sore the next, and how they can bounce back so quickly from an injury or illness. However, as we age, along with poor diet and stress and toxins and all sorts of other environmental assaults, our cells break down and our body's ability to make redox signaling molecules breaks down too. Without as many of these redox signaling molecules giving clear cell signals, our whole cellular protection and healing process becomes slower. Our cells break down more, and so does our health, wellness, youth, and vitality. ASEA takes science seriously. They're highly committed to ongoing research with renowned universities, world-leading laboratories, and they allow these outside and independently reviewed studies to prove the potential of ASEA Redox signaling supplements and demonstrate the safety and efficacy of the ASEA Redox products, certifying them as safe and effective in every body. And ASEA is within a very real and significant space of science because redox is based in Nobel Prize winning research. And since the first Nobel Prize was awarded to these 3 professors back in 1998 for the first discovery of redox signaling molecules, there have now since been multiple Nobel Prizes awarded for research in this field. If you went along to pubmed.gov, which is where all peer-reviewed medical studies are published, and you typed in redox signaling, you would see well over 33,000 results. There are more than 1,500 medical textbooks that have been published on redox signaling, and this slide will already be out of date, well out of date by now, with around 150 studies coming out almost every single month. According to medical researchers, as reported in the Huffington Post, that wrote about ASEA in this article you're seeing on your screen, redox signaling is one of the fastest emerging fields in science that will shape all of our lives in the coming years. There are now multiple universities who've received tens of millions of dollars in grants to open up redox research centers. There are now global medical conferences and congresses being held about redox. Medical doctors are specializing in redox, with one such professor, a doctor at Harvard Medical School, who has a PhD and title that includes Director of Redox Medicine. And ASEA is already light years ahead. ASEA redox users enjoy cell signaling benefits, which translates to health at its most foundational level. Here's just one example. ASEA redox has been scientifically tested and shown to signal the activation of genetic pathways and affect genes that improve immune system health, help maintain a healthy inflammatory response, help maintain cardiovascular health and support arterial elasticity, improve gut health and digestive enzyme production, and modulate hormone balance to support vitality and wellness. These genes are key in the health of every individual. They play a vital role, not just in the 5 mentioned human health areas, but also in dozens of additional genetic pathways. Moreover, ASEA redox has been scientifically tested and shown to enhance your body's own production and efficiency of antioxidants by up to 800%. Further studies show that ASEA lowers oxidative stress. The head professor of this university study saying that one of the most important effects of ASEA on disease risk factors is its ability to reduce oxidative stress. That's significant because all degenerative health conditions are caused by oxidative stress. And from rigorous toxicology studies, ASEA is proven to be 100% safe, 0% toxicity. Why? Because redox signaling molecules are native to your body. That means they're already in you. Your body already makes them. It's just that now your body can't make as much of them as it used to when it was younger and or healthier. And so if you have health challenges, if you have people that you care about who do, if you have a wish that you could look, live, and feel young again, if you have the very good sense for protecting your health because you don't want to become old and unwell, if you have a goal of having higher levels of human performance, greater athleticism, better in sport, bigger and stronger in the gym, any health goal you can think of, redox users and medical doctors are seeing just remarkable results. But you don't need to take my word for it. Right now, together, let's hear from some medical doctors and listen to what they have to say.
Redox signaling molecules are like the DNA whisperer. They signal cells to be healthy. And because of age, because of medications, because of toxicity in the environment, you lose your ability to make the redox signaling molecules. So having them with ASEA simply replenishes what your body is doing natively when you were young. You know, I've been in the business for 40 years, and this is the first time that I've ever heard about the redox signaling molecules, which to me is a breakthrough of the 21st century, akin to the electric light bulb in the 20th century and maybe even the discovery of penicillin. Because your body is a redox signaling program, and to be able to replenish it on a day-to-day basis, internally and externally, is not just a breakthrough, it's a game changer.
Health is something we have to earn. What can I do to get to the root of things and really prevent problems from happening? Is it possible? And the answer is yes.
You know, I think most people don't actually really consider their health until it's gone. So it's the choices that we make today that are going to determine the level of our wellness and our health and our healthy longevity tomorrow.
We want to keep people healthy. We don't want to see that deterioration. The whole process of the anti-aging and regenerative medicine that I'm so passionate about is on the premise that we can maintain energy, we can maintain health.
So prevention is key, but people need to value it. People need to understand what it is and take responsibility.
Inside every cell in your body, you're constantly producing negative and positive molecules called oxidants and reductants. And the contraction of that name is redox.
So with these molecules, we're amping up that communication. We're helping that cell signal.
Without these cell signaling molecules, we simply wouldn't do the gene replication that we need, the DNA sequencing that we need. These redox signaling molecules interact throughout the body with every cell that we know.
Every cell in our body needs these molecules for communication purposes. The more balanced they are, the more abundant they are, the healthier we are.
ASEA actually has the combination of the oxidants and the reductants that the body makes. So all we're doing with ASEA is enhancing what the body is already doing.
Having a product, a technology that's native to the body doesn't have to worry about detoxifying it because it knows exactly what to do with redox molecules. It's one of, if not the safest recommendation I ever make to a patient.
They found a way to stabilize them outside the body. And you can actually put them back into bodies that are deficient in those molecules. That's a game changer.
To have something that at its molecular level is native to the body is nothing short of a breakthrough.
This is something that's foundational for health, for every cell. It affects every cell in our body. And not just the cells, but the very DNA within those cells. You know, we talk about the discovery of DNA as being a huge breakthrough, the discovery of penicillin. Yes, these were absolutely huge discoveries, but now we have something that actually goes even deeper.
This is where the future lies, and this is why redox chemistry and supplements that employ this are so powerful.
They literally turn on and turn off, signal every single process in every living cell. And to be able to stabilize a product that allows us to replenish that is just a phenomenal breakthrough.
This has the capability to change the landscape of the healthcare system as we know it.
Now that we've spoken about cellular health from the inside out, let's show you what's possible from the outside in. That's made possible by ASEA's topical versions of redox technology, which are Renew 28 Redox Gel and our intensive redox serum. And these redox technologies are supported and enhanced by their complementary, all natural ingredients products. And they are our gentle refining cleanser and ultra replenishing moisturizer. But look, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So let's just show you what our redox technologies are worth with these amazing health, anti-aging and age reversing results. So look here, lines and wrinkles are smoothed out. Elasticity comes back to the skin. As you can tell here, skin blemishes, spots, dots, and marks. And you can feel inflammations and irritations and aggravations and other signs of poor health to the skin being renewed, being rejuvenated, improving the quality of life. Even the aftermath of some of these unfortunate conditions coming back to the proper surface of the skin. Now this here is Rosie, and the dramatic difference you're seeing in the first two pictures on the left could not be seen by Rosie because she did not take those pictures. Rosie actually believed that the products were not working. Rosie went to see her doctor, that's who told her about ASEA and who took these pictures. And when Rosie told the doctor that the products did not work, the doctor showed these pictures to Rosie. And I guess the rest of the story can be seen here, right? You're seeing it. You're seeing what I'm seeing, right? Take pictures, because that's how you see how this goes. Everyone says they want to see how it goes. But in Rosie's case, because she didn't take pictures, she missed those moment by moment changes. Now, some people notice results early on, 7 weeks, like Rosie, others in 7 days. Most people can have a result in around about 7 minutes. I'm not kidding, but some people need to apply more product, more time, more patience, generally when there's more going on with their health. Look, what we know scientifically is that redox molecules are redox molecules. They're all the same. Same in you as they are in me, as they are in animals, as they are in plants, as they are in bottles of ASEA. Studies show that ASEA redox products have an immediate positive effect. They work. Every single person, every single time. Listen, it would be scientifically impossible for them to not work in you or hurt you. But what does differ from person to person is the time it takes them to notice the change. This doctor decided to do a little experiment of his own on his very own face and use Renew 28 on only half of his face and not the other. Can you spot the difference? Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Renew 28 is not just for your face, arms, hands, bellies, buttocks, thighs, all over. These are from a study, by the way, by a world-leading laboratory. This study was done because there were lots of stories coming in from all over the world of people saying their cellulite had disappeared while they were using Renew 28. So these scientists set upon double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trials to see, was there any truth to these stories? And what they found was after just 12 weeks, there was a 16% reduction in the appearance of cellulite. And when the scientists did ultrasounds to try and discover how this was happening, they saw that the subcutaneous fat that was causing the cellulite was actually being dissolved from the use of Renew 28. Renew 28 helps reduce the appearance of cellulite, wrinkles, enhancing skin texture, smoothing the skin, not just for visibly younger looking skin, but actual healthier skin. Renew 28 helps soothe skin discomfort after shaving, sun exposure and the like. But Renew 28 is not just for the skin. It helps soothe discomfort around the body. And you can know about it in about 10 minutes. If you have some discomfort around your body, rate that discomfort on a scale of 1 to 10. A score of 10 would mean it hurts the most, maximum discomfort. Apply Renew 28 on that point 3 times within 5 minutes. And usually 9 to 10 out of 10 people will notice a soothing reduction of that hurt, of that discomfort within approximately 10 minutes. Now, nothing I've said here today is intended to diagnose anything that you're going through. And ASEA does not claim to treat or cure any diseases. And what I want to do right now is I want to take a moment to bring my screen back up. There we go. And I want to introduce to you a very special guest who is going to share with us a very special experience. Now, this is what you're going to hear from is incredible, and he's an incredible gentleman. This person's actually my best mate, an Aussie living in Hawaii. And he came from, I'm going to let him tell the full story, but here's the movie trailer. He came from a severe and not just health concerning, but life concerning challenge. And his life was given back to him because of this life-changing breakthrough. This gentleman is now an international multi-million-dollar success story. He's an ambassador triple diamond with the company. If that means nothing to you, let me explain very quickly. Number 3 top ranking in the world. And it just means he has helped many tens of thousands of people around the world. He actually sits on the Global Advisory Council for this organization. He is in the $1 Million Earners Club of this company. He's the recipient of the ASEA Business Builder Award, Entrepreneurial Spirit Award, Emerging Leader of the Year Award, and many, many others, simply because he has helped many, many people in many significant ways. And so without further ado, I want to introduce my best mate to you, Dan Doyle. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Thanks, Stevie. Thanks again for your presentation, mate. Great to be on the call, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. Sorry about the late start. Couple of technical challenges there. Aloha and mahalo for coming onto this call. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time, as Stevie said at the beginning of this call. I absolutely love what we do. I never thought I'd be doing this, but as a result of losing my health and regaining it with this incredible opportunity, it's just led me to an incredible journey, even to this call and to Hawaii. For those who are on the call who are hearing this for the first time, I always like to say, just relax. We're not here to sell you anything or convince you of anything. We are here to simply share information. Somebody's handed you a gift. Whatever you want to do with that gift is totally up to you. And hopefully, you know, we can inform you whether you want to do something with that gift or not, open it or leave it closed. We're in an incredible situation. With what Stevie's gone through is unlike anything you've ever heard of in the past. This is a massive breakthrough. This is a huge breakthrough. The reason why we lose our health in the first place is literally a lack of these redox signaling molecules. The reason why we can't get our health back is a lack of these redox signaling molecules. These are the molecules that keep our cells working at optimal level. Cell-to-cell communication signals the body to where the problem is. And when I got into trouble with my health in 2011, this was the missing link, the missing piece of the puzzle, the missing ingredient that I needed, that I was looking for to get my health back on track. I'm going to go through that story. Before I do, just to reiterate what Stevie said, that these products are not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. But cheekily, we say with long-term use of these products and sometimes even short-term use, these products are a cure for skepticism. And it cured my father's skepticism in only 2 months with some major issue that he had, and then he ended up telling the world about what we have and what it can do and what it did for him. So we go into my story. Some of you have heard my story. Some of you only heard it today, just on a phone call. Some of you had heard it through this Zoom call. If you want to hear it again, you can go to ASEA Dan Doyle on YouTube, something that you can listen to again or share it with friends. It's something that can help to get this to the loved ones, to family and friends and people you know. So we are here in Honolulu in Hawaii, been here for 7 months now. Did a stint in Los Angeles, which was an experience for 12 months prior to here, and the time before that in Sydney in Australia. And back when I was growing up, I played many sports. This was one of them. I played rugby, did judo, gymnastics, rugby for many years, and also surfed, which a lot of people do here in Hawaii, and judo. Bodybuilding was my last sport, and this is when I owned my own business in the health and fitness industry, a gym, had many businesses, and I was a personal trainer. And this was the start of me being a young entrepreneur. So fast forward 20 years and building and selling 20 traditional businesses, very successful with traditional businesses, employing 3,500 people, not a bodybuilder anymore, but still used to go to the gym every morning and do more cardiovascular work, thinking my body was heading in the right direction. At 44, I wanted to be the best version of a 50-year-old that I could be, physically that was, and nothing had changed. Kept looking after my health, thought I was doing the right thing, but unfortunately, when I was in business, we were flipping properties, and I was using that horrendous weed killer Roundup from Monsanto at the time, and I got into trouble with my health. 2011. This is a picture of me on the right-hand side with no hair from the top of my head to my toes, in and out of hospital for 2.5 years, going through what I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. The smile was fake. I was with a hero of mine, Johnny Manor, who played the highest levels of rugby, 21 years old in this photo. And he'd been through all those hospital visits that I was starting here. He was in remission at this time. He'd been through what they'd call or considered the good one. I had 2 of the bad ones. After this photo was taken, his issue came back, went back into hospital, started going through what I was going through here, started losing all his hair, lost a lot of weight. He never came out of that hospital. We lost him at the age of 23 years young. So what we had was very, very serious. What I had was super serious. And after I went through what I went through in that hospital for 2.5 years, my doctors ended up telling me to get my affairs in order. And at that point, I took the responsibility of my health back into my own hands. And what I highly recommend is do that from now. Don't wait till you get sick. Don't wait till you have a health challenge. Look after your health from now. So I did some research, and my research led to an alkaline diet. I spent a lot of money on nutritional supplements, super juices, antioxidants, alkaline water, cleaned up my diet, became a pescatarian, ate deep sea fish, organic vegetables, salads, some good drinking water. You would think with everything that I was doing, my health would have been heading in the right direction, but I can tell you that it wasn't. This is a picture of me, literally 2 years, me looking after myself, my own health. How do I look, guys? How do I look? A lot of trouble, a lot of trouble with my health here. So this is 2014 now. A friend of mine calls and says, I think I found something that can help you, Dan. Long story short, flew to Salt Lake City in Utah from Sydney, started on these amazing little molecules in this blue bottle. In 3 hours, my body was expelling things out of it so fast, I had little red spots all over my upper torso. Next morning, I had a caffeine intolerance for 20 years. Any more than 2 coffees, I'm buckled over with discomfort and bloating all day. I had 6 coffees, nothing to remind me of what I endured for a whole 20 years. Problem was gone. The next day, I had so much lung damage from what they put me through in that hospital, I had trouble breathing and talking at the same time. The next day, my lungs were functioning perfect. Incredible results in just a short few days. Went back to Australia, kept drinking this stuff in this little blue bottle. 1 year after this photo was taken, 2015, doctors told me no sign of those two major health challenges. Multiple injuries from playing sports that were turning into that crippling issue as we get older had gone away. 20 years of pollen problems, sneezing, runny nose. Had a whole list of things that had disappeared. My whole body had been rebuilt top to bottom in just 1 year on this product. That was my journey back to health. 3 years on the product. Look at the anti-aging. I was looking better. I was feeling better. Always loved to go back here to 2014 when I had no health. What you're seeing on the outside is a reflection of what was happening on the inside at that time. 2015, 1 year on the product, but the same. What you're seeing on the outside here is a reflection of what was going on the inside. 3 years on the product, 2017, my complexion was a reflection of what was going on the inside at that time. That was my journey back to health, back to looking younger and feeling younger. It was an amazing, amazing return from where I was to where I was only 12 months after and to where I am today. As time went on, things evolved. I started sharing this with others. It became a responsibility to do so. It ended up becoming a purpose-filled mission. I knew what this could do for an individual. I knew how it can help them with their health. I knew there was nothing else out there like what we had. So the thing is, the business model actually saved my life. There is a business model behind this incredible breakthrough. As a direct result, as Stevie said, all those accolades, everything that happened in the background happened because I was helping people. So while I was just out there helping people because I love to help people, the company started sending me thank you checks. Those thank you checks I invested back into my health. I bought more products, saturated my body more, which got to the damage. Once the body knew the damage was there, it signaled the body to where the problem was. So that all that just happened over time. But the business model behind this incredible breakthrough can not only help people financially, but obviously we've got this incredible platform that can help people physically. And the thing I love about what we have too, we meet a lot of great people and make a lot of friends. And we love helping people and watching people grow as well, which is what we can do with what we have. So if you've got any problems with your health, guys, if you want to live longer, healthy, look younger, feel younger, if you've got loved ones, family members, friends that have got health challenges, if you want to maintain your health, if you want to live longer, healthier, look younger, feel younger, if you're not happy with the way you're looking anymore as you are getting older, if you're looking for an opportunity, we have got the most compelling opportunity you'll ever come across in your lifetime. And with that, I'm going to pass back to Stevie to go through the financial opportunity with what we have. Back to you, Stevie. Thanks, mate.
All right. Thank you very much, Dan. Appreciate you. And folks, Dan is one of those extremely successful leaders that I mentioned who believed in me before I could, and more importantly, taught me how to believe and then become more. And so thank you, Dan. Eternally grateful to you. And all right, let me keep moving forward for you folks so that we can respect your precious time. And, the truth is, with every great breakthrough comes great opportunity. And ASEA is a life-changing opportunity for the better. That's created a life-changing financial opportunity behind all of this for the better, to make a living while bettering people's lives. The most compelling opportunity in the world, not only right now, but that we may ever see in our generation, maybe the next, and maybe the one after that, I don't know. But here's what I do know. This is why it's so compelling. ASEA is the world's first and only redox signaling supplement for two simple reasons. One, for nearly 3 decades now, no one other than one man Dr. Gary L. Samuelson, medical atomic physicist. No one else but he has been able to figure out how to create and stabilize redox signaling molecules outside of the body. For the 2 decades before Dr. Samuelson's breakthrough work, science had declared that this was impossible. And 2, ASEA is heavily patented. But not only is ASEA not allowed to be copied, it can't be. Because there's no way to look into a bottle of ASEA and figure out how to reverse engineer it, how to make it yourself. Because that's not where the secrets are. Because there are trade secrets in the making of ASEA. So it can't be copied. That means we have no copycats. That means we have no competition. That means no one in the world has what ASEA has, no one. And that means no other products in the world can do what ASEA does. None of them. Nothing else in the world can get to the depth and level of achievement in the human body as what ASEA can. Because we have redox. And redox works in everybody. Everybody needs redox because nothing in the body works as well or at all, in fact, without redox. And redox cannot hurt anybody. No other product can make that claim. No juice, pill, super shake, fancy water, or CBD oil, or whatever the good thing may be. It's not as good and deep and effective as ASEA. And ASEA holds, therefore, massive opportunities across all health science sectors. Healthcare wellness, sports science, athletic performance, beauty, skincare, aging, longevity. These are multi-trillion-dollar industries. And again, ASEA is the only company in the world that the world can get a redox supplement from. ASEA is an entrepreneur's dream. Our mission is to better people's lives and to be a force for good in the world. We can't do that on our own, and so we look for people to help spread the word. And ASEA gives you the opportunity to earn money just for sharing redox with others. For people looking for either an extra, part-time, full-time, big-time, or legacy-leaving income, for people who have dreams of a better life, income, lifestyle. Have a look on your screen. Have a look at within those 2 red circles, one for the USA, one for Australia. There are levels of commissions to meet whatever levels of ambitions, to be able to afford making your goals, dreams, desires a reality. ASEA helps you by creating income that is both residual and leveraged. You receive a residual income, not just from the first, but all of the ongoing repeated purchases made by everyone you refer to ASEA. And because you can refer as many people as you like, and because you are attached to those purchases for those people's lifetimes, the residual income potential is unlimited. On top, you also receive unlimited leveraged residual income from all of the ongoing repeated purchases made by every single person, your contacts, and others also refer. And there's no limits to how far and wide these referrals can go. So again, that unlimited leveraged residual income potential is unlimited. Just like when you recommend a good movie, TV series, restaurant, cafe, book, homewares, beauty products, health, whatever it is, people tell people who then tell even more people, and it goes on and on. Word of mouth is the oldest and still today #1 most powerful and effective form of marketing in the world. There's no limits, especially with how connected the world is in today's age. Word spreads worldwide, and ASEA is currently in 35 countries and opening new markets every year. And based on existing trends, the annual turnover is projected to exceed $500 million in the next 5 years. Now, residual income is impressive, but more so, it's important more than anything else. You have residual bills. Why don't you have residual income? Do you know what happens to most people by the time they're 65? Out of every 100 people, only 1 of them is wealthy. Only 3 are financially secure. 7 must still work to survive at 65. Not working because they want to, that's different. They're working because they have to. They're a slave to the dollar. And 74 out of every 100 people are dependent on welfare by 65. Does that sound like a good financial plan? What is going wrong? What is one of the main financial principles that the top 4% seem to have figured out that the other 81% didn't? It's how to make this. How to make money that is no longer dependent on their paid by the hour, selling their precious time for money, labor intensive, own activity job, which stands for just over broke, JOB, otherwise known as active income. Look, sooner or later you won't be able to be as active as you are right now. And therefore you won't be able to have as much active income as you have right now. And this may be even more concerning if you're thinking, my active income already isn't enough as it is. And this is a big problem. This is a big failing financial plan. This is one of the big problems 81% of people get trapped in. Money is an excellent servant, but a terrible master. And I guess you could say that means if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll be a slave for money until you die. Now, I'm not saying jobs are bad. They're a good place to start for most of us. And if you truly do love your job, by the way, keep it. You're blessed. You're one of only 20% of people. The rest are disengaged, don't like what they do for work. But you know what? Whether you like your job or not, find a way to make money outside of your job that won't interfere with what you're currently doing, because only relying on a single source of active income is not smart and dangerous to your financial security. So for people who are smart, who've been wanting to be in the right place at the right time, who are able to recognize a good thing, who decide to take control of their finances, their freedom, and their security, for people who aren't happy with the amount of income that they have or how they have to make it, for people who have dreams and want a better life, ASEA is a significant opportunity to be paid a significant income from the inevitable growth of its global expansion to afford you those dreams and give you that real freedom. You know, at the end of the day, there's nothing better than making a living from bettering people's lives. That's what you get to do with ASEA. It's who we become. It's what we do. That is the biggest reward over and above any riches it will make us. Now, you can make great money here, that's for sure. Don't get me wrong. You can even be rewarded on top with all expenses paid trips. We're talking 5-star luxury locations all around the world. Have really great time, meeting great people, making great friends, having great experiences, a great lifestyle. But really, at the end of the day, it's the effect we have on others. That is one of the most valuable currencies there is. And that is the heart of ASEA. It was demonstrated here because the truth is, after big pharmaceutical companies were shown tens of millions of dollars, 17 years worth of powerful research, clinical studies proving ASEA, those big drug companies offered to pay huge sums of money for the sole and exclusive rights to the ASEA Redox technology. However, those big drug companies wanted ASEA to shut down, and they wanted everyone taken off Redox for the money. But thankfully, the founders of ASEA, Virtus and his son, Tyler Norton, they had the great foresight to see grave concerns and consequences in that deal or such a deal, because Virtus and Tyler saw people who went from severe health challenges that once left them and their doctors feeling hopeless to then experiencing life-changing power from Redox. And when Virtus and Tyler saw this, they were filled with a great sense of purpose and responsibility to get this breakthrough for humanity out to the world. And so they couldn't in good conscience sell out. And that's why they didn't. They said no to the payout and yes to the people. You see, because Virtus and Tyler, what had once started out as just a big business play, for them had now become more. They turned down that huge sum of money from big pharmaceutical companies, deciding to go the supplement route rather than the drug route in order to expedite the availability of this technology globally, making it available immediately to everyone without a prescription, because everyone deserves it. And so one of ASEA's foremost guiding principles was demonstrated here, as is perpetually demonstrated in every decision they make, and that is to always put people and principles before ego and economics. And they're very good at economics. The ASEA founders come from, and their corporate team come from big backgrounds. Like we're talking up to Fortune 50 backgrounds, like the biggest of the biggest. They're exceptionally experienced in running very big, profitable, famous household name companies, but their corporate soul revolves around putting people first, having an impact, making a difference, helping others to believe, belong, and become more, to be a force for good in the world. And so you are in very good hands. After this, I want you to get back with the person who shared this with you, let them know what stood out to you the most here. If you have any questions, ask them. They can point you to where you can find the answers easily. There's plenty of university studies, but most importantly, there's hundreds of thousands of real people's life-changing redox experiences for you to see. ASEA is the real deal. So if you want to be happier and healthier, if you want to live younger, longer, you may just want to become an ASEA customer. Or If you want to have dreams and desires fulfilled, if you want to be, do, have, and able to give more, if you want to help people to be happier and healthier, if you want a better life, income, lifestyle for you, for loved ones, for others, if you want to increase the prosperity of the planet, if you want to make a difference in the world, become part of this redox reality, and you can become more. If you'll just pass this information on for many, many others, you can better the lives of many, many others. In your life, it will become better in many, many ways. So again, this is Stevie Aquilina. Thank you very much for spending this time with me. May you always be happy and well. Dan, thank you so much for spending this time with us and sharing your inspiring story. I know I'm certainly grateful for it, because it means you're still here with us, and the world would be a much, much glimmer place without you. You're a great man, and I appreciate you very much. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, likewise, Stevie. Ditto to that. Amazing journey so far, and we've got a long way to go. As you know, it's a big project. A lot of people out there that need help with what we have. If you talk to anybody, they've either got a health problem or a financial problem, and we've got a solution or something that can help them potentially with those two things. So, top of the hour, time flies when you're having fun. And your afternoon. What time is it there?
Here it is 3:58 p.m. on a Friday.
3:58 p.m. 4 p.m. Friday. We are 8 p.m. Thursday night in Hawaii. Looking forward to catching you tomorrow. And then Saturday, my friend. And look after yourself. Thank you again to everybody for being on the call. Really appreciate your time. As Stevie said, we can't refund you that. So get back to the person who introduced you. Hopefully all that made sense. If there's any questions you need to ask, we can get them answered. And if you want to open up a wholesale account, the person who introduced you can help you do that. Don't go to eBay, don't go to Amazon. There's rogue sellers on there. You probably won't be getting the right product or product that actually works the way it should be. So make sure you get it from the company, the right source. Stevie, thanks, brother. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Thanks, buddy. Bye, everyone.
Bye.